The question comes up, after the community is vaccinated, what happens now? Well, first of all, you have to realize a couple things. Number one, if you are fully vaccinated, in other words, it is now 2 weeks after you've gotten either your Pfizer or Moderna vaccination, or it's 2 weeks after you've gotten your Johnson & Johnson vaccination, according to the statistics, you're less likely to develop a symptomatic infection from the COVID virus, but you're not 100% protected. And the statistics show that with the Pfizer and the Moderna vaccination, that you're 95% protected. We'll turn that statistic around. That means that 5 out of 100 or 1 in 20 are still not vaccinated. So until we get this concept called herd immunity, it's probably a good idea that we still take some precautions. The other concept is that after you get fully vaccinated, you should be less likely to transmit the virus. In other words, if I'm vaccinated and I happen to become exposed to the virus, I can be a carrier of the virus, but I should be less likely to give it to somebody else. The news isn't all in on that yet, so we're not exactly sure what the transmissibility of the virus is after you get vaccinated, but in general, it should be a lot less. But let's talk about that herd immunity. You know, you hear this concept of herd immunity, and what does that mean? Well, what herd immunity is referring to is the fact that there's resistance within a population to fight off the infection because that population has now a natural immunity, either because they've already had the infection or because they've become vaccinated against it. And most authorities say that for herd vaccination, herd immunity to be effective, you have to have between 83 and 94% of the population vaccinated or protected against that particular infection. Well, with COVID virus, they're predicting that it's going to be a little bit less than that, probably even as less as like 70%. But we're not there yet. We're doing great. We're making good strides within the state of North Carolina and from a national standpoint as well. But until we get that herd immunity, you still need to do the protective measures, the measures where you're wearing your mask whenever you're within social affairs, as the case may be. You're keeping your distance 6 feet, and also you're washing your hands frequently. But in general, we're not really changing our lifestyles right now, so hang in there until everybody gets vaccinated.